Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Songs of Conquest, where I think we have sort of finally gotten into the mission proper here. It's weird for there to be like an hour of walk around preamble, but we have met the enemy and things are getting a little scary already. I'm having some concerns. So, we have a rally point. We have a couple of settlements with some basic troop production capabilities. We would love to have a factory. It would be so cool to have cannons. We do not have a lot of income. We have 2 armies that we need to be managing. This is tough, and I don't know how long until we see more combat. All right, for the moment, what do we have in the recruit pool? Unfortunately, not very much. Well, we can certainly just, like, spread our pipers out over 4 slots. That is an option. I would really like to have more scarred brutes. They are, like, fantastic. How expensive is it to upgrade this? It does not eat into our celestial ore, which is, like, my primary concern. So, yeah, let's go ahead and flip that. Upgrade these ones. And now we can pull like a third of a slot worth of Dreaths. I mean, it's something. Is it actually better than just spreading my steam pipers out? I don't see any reason to bring on 2 artificers. That doesn't seem like a reasonable use of a space. Right now, this army is basically just like guns and my spells. Yeah, all right. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I think we're not going to pull any troops for the moment. Oops, that's not the right button. Okay. And I guess let's go flip this Destruction Spire. A Talisman of Chaos would be useful. When we can defeat these swamp beasts again, we will take it. Is there anything else that's going on down here? It looks like it just loops back around to the other side of this impassable stuff. Okay, Obelisk is permanent +1 movement, which is pretty cool. Have here a stone circle, but yeah, I think this is not. We may as well walk all the way down the road. This led straight toward the forces of the Empress. Bigly Southerdown had to stay and defend the area. Okay, yep. I figured at some point it would wall me off, so there we go. We're not in a big hurry to refill this army because we're just waiting on troop generation. That does make things a little bit awkward for Nimander, who cannot take any troops because we need to hold all the troops for Bigly, Bigly. I don't know why. All of a sudden I said that, and all of a sudden it was like, huh, is that his name? That doesn't seem right. I guess we can hit the granary again. It's refilled. Wow, that is actually a significant amount of money. And then we can't push or anything. This is like 100 Dreaths, right? We're gonna need at least some melee troops. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that that he can do that is actually useful. There's nothing meaningful for him to interact with anywhere else. Go touch the stone altar and then head back to base, I guess. So in addition to the ore, we need 6,000 gold. It's going to be a minute before we're ready for that. All right, we know there's an enemy army walking around up there, and that definitely makes me nervous. I mean, if we remember how critical it was to get going quickly on the last map, I'm like really concerned about the fact that we're going to spend several turns not really making progress here because we just can't do anything until our troops exist. All right, I can make it pretty far this turn. Bigley really has a lot of movement. Let's head up here, see what's in this tent. 10 musketeers. Yeah, I'll take I'll take on 10 muskets, I suppose. Alright, just kind of even those out a little bit. The reflecting pools. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take command here, and we're just going to undo the thing I just did, probably. Hold on, there's an old camp here. Yeah, I'll take some basic pikes. That's actually just fine. Alright, dragons up there. Obviously not something we can actually do battle with. Yep, all of a sudden, I just want to put these all back the way they were. Okay, we should probably do that. We should probably bump his troops up. And then, like, I'm going to have to get through there at some point, right? I mean, it's just a little bit of immediate treasure. So what is it going to take to fight all those streets? Well, more guns is probably wise. I don't know. I just don't. There's not really a compelling reason to recruit right now. I suppose it just feels bad not to be doing it. Rana aggression increases. The House of Rosewater has contracts open regarding the defense of Coldwell. All right, so we have the money now to start up that cannon foundry or cannon factory. Let's do that. Okay, group of friendly tinkerers. What a relief. Dragons of attack beacons. We're just going to try to fast forward through some of this less critical text. Alright, so unfortunately, 10 non-upgraded tinkerers. I mean, it's still something, whatever. Welcome aboard, although your essence is not quite as good as a properly upgraded one, which does suck a little bit. All right, a celestial breastplate, which we already were wearing. A little bit of extra movement here. So we know there was an enemy army like right around here very recently. And I'm certainly concerned about that. Alright, got ourselves another settlement, including another workshop. We can get the upgrade on there next turn. I mean, you know, with enough places producing tinkerers, we'll have a fast enough income that we'll actually be able to use them for stuff. This will probably help, although none of it is exactly beacons of power. And I'm assuming we can't get through the dragons just yet. I guess for the moment, let's just continue to hold on. So they have 3 beacons of power, which seems dangerous. Let's make sure we take that upgrade, and also that we upgrade all of the troops that are already in here. Do I want to back up? Because, like, we can probably take these These are on now. The question is just like, what are the losses? Will I take fewer losses if I get more artificers first? I'm gonna try to be a little bit more movement efficient. We can make this work. We can make this work. So they're just in 2 stacks. I'm assuming. Oh, yeah, I'll take that outcome. That's fine. I was gonna say I'm assuming we'll lose a bunch of pipers here, but the braid of the horned ones. Okay, did I not have something in that slot already? Oh, that's a second braid of the horn. Okay. Bubbling bogs, generally full of wood and amber. We will definitely take gold over some shitty gloves. I think this crumbling tower is going to be XP, right? Yeah, and a pretty fair amount of it, too. Alright, that is a good chunk of money we just made there. We can't upgrade our buildings with it very much, sadly. Although I guess I could probably upgrade... the factory here is going to need an upgrade when it finishes. That's something worth thinking about. So we're looking at pushing forward. Do I want to drop one of these buildings and put up a rally point here instead? We have a rally point relatively nearby, but it's actually not very easy to get back to, and I really do want to keep pushing east. I think let's cut something. So I don't believe that it's going to affect the workshop if we remove things that the workshop was reliant on now after it's built. I don't think. All right, that'll be finished next turn, and money-wise, we could afford to have Nymander do some recruiting here. I just don't know if I think it's a good idea in terms of what it's going to do to our actual troop levels. Let's wait a turn here, get Bigly recruiting, and then we'll see. All right, permanent 3 offense, pretty good, pretty good. Let's touch the tavern again to renew our movement bonus. Secluded oasis is occupied by merchants, and they give us a bunch of building materials for some reason. Strange move on their part, but I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, so like this is important. Pushing up to max size on our stack of gunners is really good. 2 pikes is not useful. It's just not a sensible number of pikes. And then like, am I allowed to? Because we have the upgraded building in this settlement, I'm allowed to turn these into upgraded artificers and then fill the stack. And then we could do another stack if we wanted to. I could like combine the pipers. I have 2 stacks of 10 pipers, and well, I don't have the money to buy another stack of them actually. We could get as many as 8 shadows if we just wait here a turn. I mean, I guess I'm not really going anywhere, right? We'll just move to here, ready to move east. And I definitely don't want to do anything. All contracts regarding the Barony of Loth are terminated. Contract offered for the liberation of 3 lakes. Alright, so the upgrade here is going to be a lot of celestial ore, which is inconvenient. Definitely welcome aboard. Want to fill that slot up as much as we can. Alright, so if we merge these up and we go buy some of this, some glimmer thread, we could put ourselves in position to have some shadows. We've never really gotten to make great use of them, but they seem super powerful, right? I would have to stand here for another turn to be able to really max that out. We could just take 5 now and keep moving. I think I probably will just do that. So each additional one that I want is 1,000 gold plus a thread. So we could do this and still hire one more. And then, you know, we may as well also bring the 2 extra pikes. Okay. So there is a magic barrier protecting this beacon of power. I wish I felt more secure on my evaluation of the strength of those dragons. Well, they can't win. They can't win via taking all the beacons of power without these 2. And at the moment, it doesn't seem like they have an easy way to access them. Yeah, I don't know. I think we can probably just push forward for right now. Don't know that we need to worry about these at this exact moment. And we are still looking for allies, right? In theory, probably somewhere on this map, there is somebody who is willing to help us. There were signs of the dragons everywhere. No one had been spared. It's so weird that it doesn't... When you step to a place to perform an interaction and it interrupts you with text like that, it should still probably perform the interaction. It's very easy to not notice that you haven't and to just walk away, and we've done it many times. Yep, I do not need a bone club, thank you. Absolutely want to turn that to our benefit. At this point, we don't really need this wood, but we could sell it at least. It's like picking up a little bit of money. Those might be hireable Dreiths. Oh, you know what? So might these, right? I'm treating them like they must be an enemy, but I guess I don't actually know that. Maybe we should go find out? Although this turn I could certainly just do some recruiting. We don't even necessarily need to go super big, just like half a stack more guns and some Dreiths of my own. Oh wait, that didn't... I have an Commander selected. Weird. Into the army, you nerds. Okay. And I guess let's go see. We can punch above the weight that the game expects of us, even if this isn't. Even if this is a thing where we absolutely must fight, because the game doesn't really seem to take into account our magic. But no, wild Dreiths, you gotta fight. It makes sense. They're not going to be bamboozled by all this talk of contracts. How much movement do you have? 4. So I really do want to... I'd like to get on the high ground. You're on 5, so a step to here. And the mine works just fine. I think we'll hold. We'll get one good shot off here. Okay, so obviously, come the Artificer's turn, we got a pretty good double attack through this angle. Six movement allows me to go 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 7 movement to get to this guy without going through that. And because we have quick, I actually don't want to attack first, right? I think like we step up and wait. But if I don't weaken this guy somewhat, We're gonna see some pain for these artificers. Well, I think I'm just gonna hit bolster. And then we don't really have any debuffs or anything available. This is gonna cost basically all of my order in chaos. It is really good, though. Yeah, wow, that really did the job. You know, I guess let's just maximize the effectiveness here. Okay, great work, everybody. A huge stack of wild Dreath is actually like a really annoying enemy to have to deal with because of the quickness. Alright, Nimander certainly needed that. I feel like we... Boy. Maybe Destruction Magic? We need to get him leveled up. If he's low level, it feels like Command is a better take. Like, if we think we're going to have to fight in the near future, because adding more troops to the army is better. But honestly, Magic is really powerful. Everything is 14. Probably, like, the smart thing to do is just to use Everthink for all of our combat needs. So, does anybody move around up here? Oh, we got incoming from the south. Shoot. Well, I mean, we can certainly resurrect everything here. Oathbound, Legionnaires, Blessed Bones. Reading like a pretty decent threat to Bigley. Which means Everthink would be borderline useless. Alright. Then we're running back. And what I will do is I will resurrect Everthink here. And then we'll use him to scout the way that I was about to have Bigley scout. Oh shoot, that's the wrong... well... I did move a portion of a turn in the wrong direction there. Welcome back, Wielder Everthink. What do I want to give you to start with? Honestly, not much, huh? I mean, it's kind of already the case that I don't intend for him to do any fighting. So maybe I don't bother. We'll just have him, move over here, and if something bad happens, something bad happens. He'll just get resurrected. Alright, you get to grab us some loot. That's a decent buckler. I'm going to take the money for right now. I think we're in a little bit of a dire position, cash-wise. And obviously, we're going to do some things to remedy that here, but I doubt it will be enough. We do take Glimmerweave, though, for sure. And an enchanted bag of acorns. Huh. Each acorn grows into a full-grown oak in just a few days, and every morning the bag is filled anew. That's wild. Like, the implications for, like, the nutrient gradient of the area. Seems like this would be a serious drain on, like, the ecology, right? No, not that. I want to get this stuff. Okay, there we go. proper upgrades. So Murkoth's gonna get there before Bigley is, sadly. Come on, not this turn, maybe? Jesus. Coldwell has fallen. Humor Rosewater is missing in action. God, everybody just has so much movement. So we are going to collapse our pipers once again so that I can afford to buy cannons. What does it cost us to buy for... Oh, we just lost a, what do you call it? We lost a bazaar, so our purchase prices got worse. What's available right now? So we could buy 2. That'll let me pick up 4 cannons, but we can't quite afford 5 unless, well, I guess I can. I can sell some stuff to make the 5 happen. Right, so we have to go to here, and then I have to get back up above 10K, and we certainly have some resources. Okay, if I wanted to buy the 4 of these as well, I'd need to make another 4,000, but we do have the thread. If I wanted to buy you, it would be 3,600. So at the prices we can sell wood at, every 20 wood or stone that we sell, we gain 1,000. Thing is, right now we just don't need a big stockpile of building materials. So if we go down to here, that lets me fill up my brutes. And that seems very powerful. All right, and now we move to punish before he can leave the area. I can't tell if we'll be able to attack this turn. No, run exactly out of movement. All right, well, we'll kill him next turn. And you don't really have a play except for, visit this. Oh, there's an orchard we can touch. And actually a road sign that Nemander's never hit before. That's a little bit of free experience. Go hit the waterfall for some bonus movement, and let's see if we can find something of value up here. More dragons, another beacon of power. Some stuff that is very actively on fire. Okay, huge armored being. Yep, we know all about Murkoth. An undead wielder leading more undead. It's pretty sick. Burned the tree mothers, killed the dragons, conquered Patrium. You did not, in fact, do a super great job with the dragons, I will point out. Let's put you guys back here. I probably want the guns to be a little bit more evenly spread out. I don't know that I want... Do we want artificers here? Maybe it's like this, because the normal pikes are definitely our most expendable troop. Yeah, and out of curiosity, if I did a quick battle, what would you give me? An extremely costly victory. We'll take it manual. I don't know for sure that I'm going to do any better than that, but we might be able to. We might be able to. No, they don't have any cannons or anything. I think you're probably waiting. Yeah, we probably want some things to resolve a little bit first. You have 2 retaliations remaining. I don't actually know Yeah, I'm not sure how 2 retaliations interacts with onslaught. But I might onslaught. Let's just let's do this in a very serious way from the very beginning. While keeping all of our destruction income. Okay, so he does get both of them immediately. I think I'm not really worried about this unit anymore. I think instead of attacking, I'm going to move up here and spear wall. Okay, I'm not going to lie, in the hopes that enemies would move to hold up positions. This is actually not great. The cannons at least get to act before the bad thing happens, but this is definitely bad. You may as well attack at this point. Wow. Okay, we have a very direct attack here. But I guess this thing is preventing them from being able to attack me anyway because of the, because of the thing in the ground. And I'm probably destroying that by attacking here, but this seems like such a good shot. Do I want to augment it? Do we want to blow up their defenses first, maybe? I think let's just do it. Because this means we still have our fireball. And I'm really looking forward to fireball right here. Which is going to be... It's going to be that time in just a moment. It's not really easy for you to participate in the battle any further. Kind of waiting on this guy to take his turn again, so I guess... Yeah, I mean, this locks our brute in the forward position, but I don't think there's any chance we would do anything other than run forward anyway. You may as well take the shot up here. Try to whittle down the strongest enemy because I don't know exactly how much damage we're gonna get out of the fireball. 22. So y'all have 15 health each. Yeah, I think it makes sense to keep focusing on this guy even though the damage output is not spectacular. I'm pretty sure the Sassanids are going to be able to finish off this stack. Yeah, no problem. So... Alright, here's the fireball, which does some decent work. May as well rally up. Give everybody all of their turns, all of the maximum turns. And you don't take retaliations, right? Yeah. So let's give him a backstab. Give him a little bit of a front stab there. That's a new type of combat maneuver I've been working on. It's where you stab them from the front parts. Okay. I couldn't stop him from casting a level 1 justice on our cannons. There's no way out of that. But that aside, I'm actually really pleased with that outcome. Very, very little loss of strength there. Nothing was left of the undead wielder. All that could be found was an empty armor. So... you can go back and flip this destruction spire. And I guess at this point we're ready to deal with those swamp beasts. So I suppose let's do that. We'll keep letting Everthink do the exploration bits up here. You are just headed back to town. I mean, somebody's got to keep hitting the granaries over and over again. That's a good roll for you. Alright, and Everthink. Gain some XP. What's going on up here? Burning buildings, empty homes, the vengeance of Rana had come upon Baria. Yep, that's, I mean, seems to be what happens. Okay, so there's a walled settlement over there. That structure is 2 destroyed. I I don't think he has boots on. I think he has no gear. So that's Harima there. I have to imagine that those are actually friendly units. Let's finish looting everything over here before we do that. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about the overall strength of our armies, but I'm sure we're going to need to be in like research mode pretty soon. Let's go knock this out. Any chance you want to just give me the free win? Can we be cool? Yo, -3. Alright. Manual battle. Those cannons are too damn expensive for such a thing. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wait. All 3 of them are gonna go underground. And then the thing our army is gonna do is just like completely relocate. The move here is just nobody stands in a space that is adjacent to a space that was adjacent to any of our troops. Because we don't know where exactly they will have burrowed. You get a little quicken because you need it to actually make the distance. You can run to like here and throw a song on. No, apparently we cannot do a song from that. Never mind. Okay. Go ahead and wait. More or less what I expected. So remember, these things have a built-in 50% spell damage resistance. We might be better off just, like, breaking their defenses than directly casting on them. This is pretty poor damage overall. Yeah, I probably don't want to rely on spell damage. We could... So one thing I should probably do at some point here is move a unit adjacent to one of these and then do a swap on it. What's the range on my swap right now? 3 hexes? Okay, it would be really cool if we could like put a unit here and then swap that unit with it so that we can get maximum damage off of our cannon. What is this? The swap is 4 and 4. So we can do it twice. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. So what I could do is move to here. Oh, right. No, I can't. So we swap these two. And then I'm actually fine with that. Let's do that. So we'll swap you and you. And then step up and stab you. The Harima. Am I just toughing out an attack? Maybe. The really unfortunate thing here is I just don't have a good sense of like how much this thing is going to do. 120 to 200 damage. These guys don't have any particular defense against ranged, so we can count on that to take out like 3 or 4 of them. I can onslaught it. Yeah. Alright, I think that'll be the plan. So, I guess, yeah, just hit here. We'll lose 1. That's a shame, but it's not really avoidable. You do this. Okay, and then we want to do 1 more swap. You for that one. Oh, I overspent on chaos. Okay, we don't get that. I could rapid fire. Yeah, the guns haven't gone yet. Okay, we'll rapid fire. And then I forgot to calculate in the high ground bonus. That was fun. That was a fun combat. What did we lose? One Scarred Brute there? Pretty acceptable, in my opinion. Up against these undead forces, I feel like melee resistance is more useful than ranged. Talisman of Chaos. Grab this and some money. And then, I mean, I guess we got to try to... We can see about clearing this. We can see about clearing the dragons. Like, there's plenty to do sort of in the backfield. And you can just hang out and wait. Alright, this obviously is not going to return anything. There's no way Everthink is beating dragons with his army. Brutes and Steam Pipers. This has got to be a conversation, right? A group of Harima were looking down on the burning ruins behind Everthink. A brute raised an arm in greeting and approached. Just commas, you know, listen, commas are every kind of punctuation, right? Everthink, you've returned. The dragons are everywhere. Join my forces and we'll show them how we've grown. Okay, yep, Harima, remember. We always remember to say that thing that we always remember. And there is a town to pick up, which is great news. Also, the keystone for that other power, other beacon of power, which is good news for us. And we don't actually have the ability to improve any of our current settlements, so I guess we're just sitting on a bunch of money for the moment. Notice that did not fill in look for allies. There are more allies to be found. Okay, it's just a tiny little settlement here, but pretty happy to have it. Obviously, we'll take that upgrade. This requires us to have a Piper's Post and a Stone Pit. A Piper's Post for the initial build. I think I want to build a second one of these to feed off of with the various rally points, because those troops are really, really good, it turns out. And I guess I will just forge forward here. Let's see what lies ahead. I was gonna go do stuff, but it seems like the stream of necromancers is gonna be pretty constant. So, back to town. Let's refill on cannons. Let's fill up on Harima. Get some more pikes. And I think I'm actually okay with that there. I don't really think that we need to dump 30 more Pipers into that unit. The unit is doing what it needs to do right now. And we just crush them now, right? I see no reason to wait. Alright, the undead wielder that led this army halted her forces before approaching Bigley. Step aside or join me. Alright, you have a clearer mind than any undead I've met before. Alright, we're just here to kill you. Like, this does not need to be a big conversation. Okay, this probably is wrong. The pikeneers in the background can't be the right move. I mean, obviously we don't want the Hellroars all the way back. Gosh, maybe the basic pikes in the back is the right move. They're certainly the unit that I want in the combat the least. Yeah, all right. What do you reckon on a quick battle here? You're gonna make me earn it? Wow. I mean, it's got a lot of impressive magics. Let's take it manually. But yeah, I'm assuming that a lot of that's spell damage. I have some amount of spell resistance, don't I? Or maybe not. Maybe I never picked that. Well, it feels like I should have. Right, you get to wait. You will, I suppose, run forward to here and just wall up. Should I fire? Is the question. I mean, it seems like a definite yes. I'm actually doing a shit ton of damage, even with the lack of deadly range. The question is just who dies, right? Who is the most important to kill? Let's, yeah, let's onslaught you. So if I actually kill the stack that I shoot at, I get to pick the second target instead of it firing in the same place again. But it doesn't seem terribly likely. 2 shots here would be fine. Yeah, that wipes out a lot of their magic. Wow, that's a big rupture. That swap is probably mostly beneficial, actually. You can just kind of stand out of everybody's way. Okay, I think we can afford to take up the high ground here. It's a little awkward because, like, if you hit Alt to just show you where enemies can currently move to, it includes the movement range of enemies that have already taken a turn this round, which it probably shouldn't, right? Yeah, I guess let's set up. I think we'll just aim with you. You're going to want to step forward some, but not in a way that blocks anybody. Maybe to, like... I guess you're not blocking anyone, basically, anywhere that we go. Notice we're not seeing a lot of production of anything other than order. Well, he produces a lot of destruction. I guess he just spent it all already. This is fine. So let's have them move up. Wow, that's a big dimensional door. What a bad way to use it. Why would you attack the Pipers? I mean, I guess I get it. I guess I get this in the sense that they are the unit that's going to do the least damage on counterattack. I get it. But also, fucking who cares? Alright, here's the question. Can we get the shadows all the way over to their caster? I think the answer is probably yes. So let's start with a chaos step. If I move here, we can make it so that I definitely don't end up going fully backwards. This is not pathable. So we're going to do the chaos step again. Alright. Just Nightcrawler the hell out of these dudes. You get your turn earlier in the round than the other guy does. And just like dumping a full quicken on the Harima should do it, I would think. Yeah, no, we came through that a lot cleaner than the auto-resolver would have given it to us. It is very funny to me that the AI spent a swap and a dimension door and the move of one of their most significant melee combat units to attack those Pipers. It's like a lot of work and resources went into that, and I have no idea why. Alright, Coral Lightbringer could not be found, but her greatsword was. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes. Alright, so this gives us the maximum amount of time to run over and deal with other problems. is the reason I wanted to like head over there and do that immediately. Interesting. At this point, I am actually... Nimander is showing up as being like absolutely able to handle this stuff. I didn't really think about that. I just kind of assumed that he wouldn't be... Yeah, all right. Well, let's press him then. Hey, more dragons. Okay, so something's got to be done about all these dragons, obviously. We can't get up here. So the second tier of this requires... I always forget. A stone pit. Oh, but I can't do multiple builds at the same time, right? Because we don't have any research. Okay, we're gonna have to get through the dragons to get but the way our movement is drawn on the ground, I guess I can just go around. There's like a narrow path to get around these dragons. Well, I see no reason to stop, right? Let's just keep scouting. All right, so we're gonna grab this waterfall. We're gonna come down here and clear out these undead and grab all this stuff. And Nimander is apparently in a position to deal with these indebted. It's possible that he's just going to talk them over, but also I don't really care. All I'll ever give the Rosewaters is my piss. That's fair. I'm not here to collect a debt, but I can offer you a way to be free of it by military service, which is actually him collecting the debt. That's exactly what's happening here. Nimander has no principles and doesn't believe in anything, and he's a super good liar. And, you know, that has earned him a powerful place. Okay, cool. We'll just rely on the power of jingoism to make this guy not realize that we are, in fact, collecting on his debt. It is it's a standard real-life strategy. It's very effective. It's really, really upsettingly effective every time it is used. A dispatch from the Tinkerers Guild. Lush Meadows has surrendered to Loth and the Empire of Aurelia. Contract offering to escort civilians fleeing the area. Boy, their communication systems are fantastic. Alright, the Rana are coming. These guys are like, yeah, we're so good at hiding. You're standing in the open, next to a big cliff. I guess you're hard to see from the other side of the big cliff. Alright, can we hurry this up? You're gonna join me, or I'm gonna kill you. If you join me, you're just gonna die as soon as any Rana show up, but like... I'll take that, I'll accept that. Alright, what else is going on up here? I might be able to handle those Dreeth. There are resources beyond them. Yeah, what the hell, let's try it. Out of curiosity, quick battle. I should have split my pipers up. What am I doing? Oh, okay. It'll give me the kill for free. I should absolutely split these pipers up. Like, how much are we talking about here? I guess for right now, there's no reason not to do this, really. Like... We will cast our way out of any problems we might have. Alright. I am ready to deal with these Oathbound. Huge armored beings twisted together in afterlife, march to meet Bigley's forces. And they're bound to conquer or whatever. I got something they can conquer right here, if you know what I'm saying. It's a projectile from a cannon. Oh, I should have split the... I forgot, we lost a slot worth of... pikes. I could have split my pipers. I bet I can do better than that. Obviously, these things are tremendously dangerous. No two ways about that. So they might make it as far forward as there. Unfortunately, I can't make it to there and spear wall, so we'll just spear wall here. You could just step forward some. I guess there's no reason not to make it at least this far. So that is a lot of damage to the cavalry. I think we're definitely going to have to fire an onslaught here. And then, I mean, we may as well sabotage as well. Like, let's really get value. Okay, feeling pretty good about that. Let's make sure we're channeling them toward the artificers, or toward the harima rather. I could just justice them. Although if I'm, you know what, if I'm justicing people, sorry, should definitely be there. Okay, so you get, wow, 25 to 30 of them just run up and, hell yeah. No retaliation at all. Justice 3. Justice 3 is awfully good. There's something to be said for making sure all of your spellcasting skills get to the 3rd rank. Okay, magic damage resistance is the thing I was really looking for. We may as well touch the shrine again since we haven't left it. The Banner of Unyielding Hatred. Okay. Bonus troop movement is hard to pass up. Yeah, I think this is the right set of things. All right, let's clear this graveyard. Yeah, something like that'll do. That is the only outcome that makes any sense to me. Okay, that should somewhat impact the flow of the undead in a sort of a story kind of sense. Obviously, it's not going to affect anything that's happening mechanically. But we sure did get rich off of it. Alright, do we have more undead? No, not yet. How did I miss this pouch? Interacting with that battlefield doesn't actually do anything. Let's just continue forward. Just far too many wolves. Far too many wolves for everything to deal with. Alright, and at this point, there is nothing to do except start claiming towers, right? So there's a recruit the indebted up here. That dragon must be in front of a, what do you call it? It must be in front of a power thing, a beacon. I'm a little worried about how far away from base this takes me, but it's probably the right thing to do. Certainly don't need more turban helmets. We're all good on those. In your case, 1300 XP is a pretty big deal. And we have decent income of amber. I gotta be honest with you, I was kind of expecting more resistance. Yeah, come on. You're gonna join. We all know you're gonna join. Interesting. It's too many. Who would I... Oh, why would I do it like that? What am I talking about? Do I want the archers more than any of the units that we currently have here? So you have your double strike. You're just big. And you're not like... You're not like Harima big. You're just kind of big. Honestly, I think I would rather have more archers than that. Somehow that's even more guys. Well, we'll worry about them later. What did you pick up? You got... Okay, glimmer gloves. Those are handy. And yeah, I feel like we're making really good progress kind of in all directions here. We're exploring the map. We're not really encountering any... Like, I was expecting that we were going to see more Rana. There has to be a Rana army somewhere, but maybe it's just like every X turns, it's just awarding them one of the beacons or something. I don't know. It's weird, but it's not a problem. It's not a quandary that we're going to solve today. I think I'm just going to relax on this sort of positive momentum here. Let's go out on a high note for the moment. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return next time, tomorrow, I suspect some things are going to hit the fan. Hopefully, we've built enough cannons to deal with it. And we'll see you then.